Happily, I could get both Yellow Dream from the Born in Roma Valentino Donna collection, as well as Coral Fantasy. I could get little samples from eBay, which was really cool. These are things I smelt in the shop on card, and I thought these are quite pretty. I'd like to actually be able to test them properly. So I got these little samples so I could talk about them on my channel. So this is Coral Fantasy. Just a lovely bottle, really beautiful bottle. It says fruity floral fragrance built around bouquet of jasmine and fresh kiwi accord. Now, if you watch me regularly, you'll know that I am not too happy about jasmine. Don't really like jasmine, often find it very, very, very bad in perfumes. Lovely in nature, but I don't get on with it in perfumes, generally speaking. However, there's enough going on in this perfume in terms of like other notes that I feel like, it was kind of safe for me to sniff it. Reason being that the top notes are kiwi and Brazilian orange. In the middle notes, you've got Indian jasmine, yes, but you've also got ambrette and rose. And then you've got base notes of white musk and Texas cedar. Now, cedar isn't my favourite wood, but I thought that'll be, fine. And jasmine, really not very low down on my florals. But I really loved the idea of kiwi. I love ambrette and rose. I love orange and I love musk. White musk, not always, but generally speaking, I'm normally quite safe with most of those notes. This one though, I just, again, in shop compared to actually on skin or like when you're out of a space where loads of people are spraying perfumes, this smells cheap to me. Not in that it smells cheap because it smells like it's cheap ingredients or whatever, but it smells almost exactly the same as a Skada Rocking Rio, which is a perfume I had when I was like a young teenager. And I have a dupe of that from Le Rive, which is called Love Dance. It smells like a tropical, fruity, slightly syrupy shampoo, basically. That's kind of what it smells like. It's very young to the point of smelling slightly childish. And again, like I said, I have Love Dance. I love that perfume. I am 41 years old. I have to be in the mood to wear it, but it's bright and fun and pretty and lovely. But that costs £7. Now, these bottles are expensive. I love how they look, but this is not a perfume that smells like it belongs in this bottle to my nose. And it certainly isn't a perfume that smells like it should cost £70+. So I think, I would say that, just get Love Dance, really. Love Dance, oddly enough, it has a banana note in it. It doesn't have kiwi, but it definitely overall smells like this. It smells like a tropical, syrupy, fruity perfume. And if anything, that one's not quite as shampooey as Coral Fantasy. I do like Coral Fantasy. I would just never invest in a bottle because it's just, it compared to something like Donna Aqua, that's a singular perfume that doesn't really smell like anything else, and it's beautiful and it's grown up without smelling old-fashioned or too mature, and it could equally be worn by older and younger women, everyone or anyone, but it smells expensive compared to this. This doesn't smell expensive to me, so I don't know why you would spend lots of money on it, really. But like I said, I do like it. I'd happily wear it. It smells okay on me. It smells kind of nice. But, I've got Love Dance, so I don't need a bottle of it. And it's just very expensive for what it is, in my humble opinion. This might smell totally different on someone else's skin, but all of the comparisons here are things that you can get much cheaper. The only thing I'll say is that its top comparison is L'Imperatrice, the original number 3, L'Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. And I would say that it smells much more like Escada perfumes than it does that. I think L'Imperatrice is much, much more shampooey. It smells much sharper and smells thinner and lighter. This is a little bit more syrupy. It's definitely much sweeter, and although it has that kind of vibe, maybe less of a shampoo, maybe more of like a tropical body wash, so it's not quite as screechy as you get with a shampoo, because it doesn't have that kind of detergenty vibe to it. And I think the same with Love Dance, from Rock, which is the Rocking Rio dupe, is that it doesn't quite veer into. It's more like maybe like a really good Lush shower gel than it is a shampoo. Whereas L'Impératrice is hardcore shampoo to me. I really don't like that perfume very much, and it's definitely much sharper than Coral Fantasy. So I would say that one of the Escadas, or one of the dupes of the Escadas, there's many that smell a little bit like Rocking Rio. That is a much better version of this scent profile for the price. And L'Impératrice is definitely not a good replacement for Coral Fantasy, even though it's much, much cheaper.